strong. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll just
starting the
start that
recording.
again.
I almost
Yeah.
forgot. Oh,
So
yeah. Why
thanks so
don't you
much
just
for,
start over that
yeah,
first point again?
no worries. So the one point that I want to make about my channel is I'm in the midst of a shift. So YouTube has an algorithm, as all of these social media things do. And my channel was really focused on doing a lot of angel readings, doing angel horoscopes every month for all the different signs, and a lot of feng shui. And I am in the midst of a shift in my channel. And so, yes, I have a lot of videos and a lot of subscribers, but you'll see my views are a little bit lower because I'm in the midst of a shift. Once YouTube catches up with my shift and what I'm offering more focus on now, then it will bounce back. So just to give kind of that caveat, and that's something to be aware of if you are switching your theme of your channel, depending on the situation, it might be better to start a brand new channel versus trying to shift what you've already sort of taught YouTube about your channel. So I am going to go ahead and start sharing my screen because uh, I have a PowerPoint that I'm going to start with. I'm also going to be doing some uh, I'll be doing some screen sharing with the actual YouTube channel as well. So can everybody see my screen now? Okay, we're good.
Yep.
I'm not going to be able to see, let's see, maybe I can see the chat. I'm going to see, it might show me the chat. What I want you to do if you have questions as we go along, because I have a lot of information to cover and I don't want to stop to answer questions in between. What I want you to do is put your question in the chat with a capital Q at the top of it, so that when I go back through, I can easily answer your questions. So this is a jam-packed session. I'm going to cover as much as I possibly can in the time that we have together. I do have a handout that Joyce will share with you, or you can message me directly for that as well. But today, what we're going to be doing is talking about why, number one, it's beneficial to use videos. So if you're using them or not using them, tips on video length and organization, and hidden hacks for getting your video seen, as well as video processing tips to make your videos look more professional, which also obviously helps attract viewers as well. Okay, so why do we want to use videos? What's the point, right? Whether it's on YouTube or social media, 78%, and this is a statistic from Render Forest. So 78% of users got more traffic to their website after using videos. 83% of video marketers claim that thanks to videos, the average time on their website increased. 83% of users generated more leads with the help of video content, and 44% of users increased their sales. And I'm guessing that all of you would love to have more sales, more leads, more website views, all of that kind of stuff. But here's the other thing. People like to see your face. That's why everyone likes Zoom so much, right? We get to see each other's faces. So people like to see your face. They get to know you. And I can't tell you how many people that have told me that, they've been watching my channel for literally years. And feel like they know me, but also sometimes they've been watching for 3, 4, 5 years, and then finally book an appointment with me, right? So it sometimes takes them a while to get to know you. Video does boost your credibility. It helps you be seen as an expert. So when you have videos and you have a YouTube channel in particular, it helps people sort of elevate your status. And then it also gives you exposure to new audiences, to people that you wouldn't necessarily connect with otherwise. Plus, if someone likes your video, they're going to be more apt to share it. It's an easy thing to be able to share a video, whether it's on social media or on YouTube. Okay, so content tips. This is the bare bones. I'm going to dive into each one of these little things as we go along here. So video length. The ideal length for YouTube is about 8 to 12 minutes. Videos definitely can be shorter than this. And of course, now they've got the YouTube Shorts. So YouTube is really a fan of having both short and long videos. But when you have videos longer than 12 minutes, you run the risk of losing people, right? People have short attention spans, they don't have a lot of time. And so you end up losing them. So we don't want to go longer than that. You want to create original content. What do I mean by this? You don't want to take a video that you posted on some other platform and then post it to YouTube, because they want original content. You can definitely speak on similar topics as others, so you can look for videos in your niche that have a lot of views, but then add your own, twist, your own viewpoint on that content. So original content is king as far as YouTube is concerned. The title. This is a really key thing. When I first started using YouTube, I had a Feng Shui Friday video that I did every Friday, and it was Feng Shui tips. I have a ton of Feng Shui tips out there. So for those Feng Shui enthusiasts, there is a playlist for my Feng Shui tips. But what I did every video, it said Feng Shui Friday, and then it would say the topic, right? And so I wasn't creative about coming up with a title that would draw the viewers in, that would be relatable to them. And a pro tip around this is to use TubeBuddy. And I'm going to demonstrate this when I do my screen share on the actual YouTube. So TubeBuddy is a way to explore keywords that helps you find the best title for the video for your channel. Not anyone else's channel, but your channel. And it'll score it, and you'll get a demonstration of this in a little bit. Ideally, you want to check multiple titles for the best one, right? So put all of those in before you even record the video. So this is before you record the video, finding that title and those keywords. And ideally, you want a title that's going to score 100 out of 100, or at least in the excellent range. And you'll see the range when I demonstrate that. And TubeBuddy is cheap. I mean, it's only $6 a month. So really inexpensive for what you get for that. And there's lots of other tools, like it will help you come up with hashtags as well. So lots of different things that it will provide as well. So that's a really a key thing that I use is TubeBuddy. And I also use, there's another one that I use that's like an SEO searcher in the main thing. And that will be in the document that I sent to you guys. So the beginning, the intro, you want to share what they're going to learn, kind of your hook. Don't use the video title in your intro. They already know that. You don't need to repeat that. And also, you want to use words that are going to entice them to keep watching, right? So hook them, bring them in, and get them to keep watching. Nowadays, people used to do like long intros. Nowadays, they really want you to skip the intro and get right to the content. So like get right to the nitty gritty of it. I've had a lot of people that have said to me, because I've never done an intro really on my videos, and people that watch have said, I like that you just get right to it. And so you can introduce yourself briefly later in the video, or maybe even at the end of the video for people that are new to you. But you don't need to do an introduction, of yourself right away. Just get to the content. And then the main content should be conversational. Less is more. Stick to 3 main points. And then you can engage the audience, right? Engage the people that are watching your videos by asking them to share something in the comments related to what you're talking about. Maybe ask them to share their biggest aha, their biggest takeaway, something that gets them engaged, right? And then the closing for the video, you don't need to reiterate what you covered. They just watched the video. So give them a call to action. What do you want them to do? Do you want them to visit your website, book a consult, grab your free gift? And then make sure that you're always providing those links in the video description, which I'll be talking about in a moment, the importance of that video description. Okay, video processing. So this is something that is really important, and this is kind of the nuts and bolts of how you get people watching your videos. The thumbnails, so important. Again, when I first started videos, and I've been in the process of kind of changing over my thumbnails, but I still have a lot of old thumbnails on there, and you'll see when we look at this, the difference. Thumbnails are really important for your YouTube channel and for social media, because often people are just scrolling and they're only going to see the thumbnail. So you want to make sure it draws their attention. You want bright colors. You want it to be uncluttered. You don't want to have too many words on it. Literally 5 to 6 words max on your thumbnail. And use a picture of yourself, because people like to see faces. That is part of the thing. So use a picture of yourself, and then you can have another picture on there that depicts what you're talking about. I've been doing a lot of videos on clutter lately, and so I've got some, small pictures of clutter on some of the video thumbnails that I've been using recently. So that's thumbnails, super important. And then editing options. This is important. You're likely not going to make it through all of your content without making some mistakes. And you're going to want to edit the video. You also might want to remove ums and ahs or other repetitive word that distracts from your content. You may want to add pictures which show while you're talking about something, or maybe even splice videos together. I often do this when I'm repurposing content. So I'll add an intro and an outro to the main video. I just did this. My most recent video is I did a throwback video in the middle of it. The editing options, there's a lot of different editing options. My favorite is Descript, and I'm going to tell you why. I've used so many different video options. Video Freemake I've used Camtasia, Canva I have not really used, but I've heard people that have used it. But the reason that I like Descript, there's a couple different reasons. The first reason is it provides a transcript. So it automatically, I was having to go into rev.com or Otter or something else and get a transcript separate. Descript does that. When you upload the video, it automatically just transcribes the whole video. But here's the thing about Descript that I really, really love. You can literally highlight what you want to remove in the transcript, and it will take that out of the video. So you don't have to go in and edit the actual video and find that spot to try to remove it. It's magic, honestly. It's so magic. And you can create these scenes. So you can, if you want to have like a visual showing during a scene, all you have to do is create a new scene with a click of a button. You pop in that picture, and that will show during that part of the words that you're sharing. So super, super handy. I've saved so much time discovering this key tool. A friend of mine told me about it. And so you can add other media, you can add other pictures, you can add words onto the screen in Descript, all of those type of things. And now I don't have to pay for separate transcribing. It's all done in one place. You can actually record on there as well. I haven't played with the recording option of it, but you can also record on there while you're doing it. Okay, transcripts. So transcripts are super important as well. People oftentimes do not have the sound on when they are looking at their phone. They might be in a doctor's office. They might be somewhere else, and having the words scrolling across the screen as you speak is really important these days. And, especially if they might be watching it at work or somewhere that they're not supposed to be watching a video, right? And so it's really, really important. And so, yes, you can get your transcripts from Otter or Rev, but again, if you use Descript, it's all in one. Formatting the video. This is pretty standard. The standard size or resolution should either be 1280 by 720 or 1920 by 1080 for YouTube. And then you also want to make sure that you format that thumbnail so that it fits the size for YouTube as well. And mostly, I use PicMonkey, but Canva, all of these ones have the format sizes for YouTube thumbnails. So that's a lot easier now than it was when I was doing it originally. Okay, save the video. This is really important. When you are saving your video, or even if you're renaming the video, once it's all done, once it's all edited, save your video as the title that you're going to put in YouTube. This really helps the algorithm. Okay. So super important key, like pro tip there for you. And then what I do is I do create a file. So I save all my video documents. So any thumbnails, the actual video itself, the transcription, all of those things I save in a file. So for each video that I do, it has its own file that's within a YouTube file on my computer. So I recommend you can use it on your computer. You can use it on Google Drive. If you have other people editing your videos, Google Drive works well for that. So I have a main folder called YouTube, and then I have a file called videos. And then within that video folder, I create subfolders for every single video I create. So that way I can dump all the documents that I need into one place, the thumbnail, the transcript, the video file, any IG or Facebook, so social media thumbnails, because you also want to create those that are different, that will fit that size, and then any other media that I use. And I actually also have a video upload document that includes the title of the video, the words on the thumbnail, the video link once it's uploaded, and tags. And anybody that wants this, I'm happy to share this document with you. Just send me an email and, say, I want the video upload document. I'm happy to share it. I have no problem sharing that kind of thing at all with you guys. Anything that can help is good for everyone, right? Okay, so next piece. Oh my gosh, this time goes so fast. Okay, video uploading. I am actually going to just quickly share these things, and then I'm going to get out of this screen share because I want to show you on YouTube. The description is something you can create upload defaults in YouTube that have placeholders for the information that you need to put in there. Chapters are really important these days as well. And the way that you create chapters, you'll see that when I demonstrate that. Having an end screen is great. And then adding your video to a playlist. Okay, I'm going to just stop that share for a moment, and I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see live how this works.
So we're
okay.
at 2:10, Kim. So
Yes.
I'd say you got a good 10 minutes left if you need
Okay,
it.
great.
Okay.
That's perfect because I have a bunch of stuff to show on this. So this is my channel. And you can see I've got, my different videos here. Some of these are hidden. So the ones that you see that are all the same, those are hidden. Those are my angel message circle. Those are just for my circle members. So those ones are not on my actual channel. But the most two recent ones you can see, like this is really easy to read. I can read this even on this small screen. I can see or have the urge to purge. I can see that. And there's a pile of books there. This is another one that I just recently did. So I want to show you the YouTube or the TubeBuddy thing here for a moment. So this is TubeBuddy. This is what happens once you purchase it. You'll get this showing up on your YouTube. And so what you can do is you can do a keyword explorer. So I'll click on the keyword explorer, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to demonstrate this. So this is a video that's coming up for me that I'm going to be doing, and I was playing with this beforehand. It's on Chinese New Year forecast. So I'm putting in the basic 2024 Chinese New Year forecast. Hit explore. And this is showing for my channel, and you always want to choose unweighted. It's showing for my channel. It's okay. It's 62 out of 100. It's okay. I don't post a video unless I get 100 and 100. So what I did was I played with this a little bit, and I went back and forth, and I found this one. So your personal Chinese animal forecast for 2024. And when I hit explore for that, ding, 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 100 out of 100. So this will be the title for that video because I got 100 out of 100 score on that. Search volume isn't as important as you think. Sometimes, we want to be a big fish in a small pond. So we want to really narrow down our actual title to the video so that we get more people that are are people that we want to be seeing the video. So that's one thing I wanted to show you. Then let's go into this video that I recently uploaded. It's 10 minutes. So it's within the time frame. You'll see I've got the thumbnail there. This is what I wanted to talk. So actually, TubeBuddy will actually do title generating for you too. I like to do it myself because yeah, it's just fun. I enjoy it. I never thought I would say that, but it is fun, you know, playing with different titles and different things. And plus I know what I'm talking about. So it's easier for me, I think, to generate a title. So in the description, you always want to use the first bit is going to be your title of your video. So this video title is Decluttering Your Home Can Change Your Life. That is the first part. And then I usually just put a colon, and then I share a little bit more about what I'm offering. Today, I'm offering some quick Feng Shui decluttering tips from a throwback video I made in 2017. I also share the 4 steps Feng Shui. Clearing clutter is number 2. And then I have a declutter course that I just rolled out. So I have the link to that course. I actually have a coupon code right now through January 15th. And I've got the links for that in there. I give them a little bit more information about the declutter course. And then in the video, I had mentioned a book. So I put that book recommendation here with a link. And then I put some other video links in here, other steps to Feng Shui, and in case people are curious about that. Also important, you know, how do you get these people connected to you? Get them on your newsletter list. And this is where you have a free gift or freebie, some sort of thing. And you would put that in here as well, because they'll click on that, they'll join your newsletter list, and then you'll have more constant communication with them. I do put my, I use Aloha because I'm in Maui, say Aloha on social. So I've got my social media stuff. I have a private Facebook group that I've listed there. I do specifically say share this video where they could copy the link easily. And yes, there are other ways to share that, but I do that. Work with me. So this is just more about working with me. Here's the chapters. So what you do with chapters, when you have the transcript, you're going to be able to easily see where those natural shifts are. And with chapters, you need at least 3 chapters to be able to put them in YouTube. And they need to be at least 10 seconds long. So those are some of the YouTube rules. And what you do is you always got to start with 00:00. And then I just, you know, sometimes I'll say this is the introduction. Here I just declutter even one drawer, gets things flowing. And then I put some things that people might want to go to specifically in that video. They might want to go right to that throwback video on declutter tips. So they might want to go right there, and it's easier for them to do on TV and stuff like that too. A lot of people are watching YouTube on their TV. I do have an affiliate disclaimer because I do the book that I mentioned in there is an Amazon. I have an Amazon affiliate, so I do have an affiliate disclaimer. Oh, I didn't put the hashtag in here. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, so you want to actually put the title of the video. So decluttering your home can change your life. When you go on the very bottom, there's going to be 3 hashtags here, which are different than the normal hashtags. And I'll show you in a moment that. So you want to put basically the title of the video or something related to the title of the video on the bottom. First hashtag. The second hashtag, I have my name. The third hashtag, I have Finding Your Fiji. That's my business name, and I use those a lot. Okay. And you do have 5,000 words here that you can, or I don't know if it's characters or words, but you have a lot of space for description. So plenty of space. You can have YouTube or TubeBuddy automatically add your chapters if you want to do that. And then here's where the thumbnail, you would add your own thumbnail. So it will pick, you know, it could pick something from the video. I don't want that. I want my own thumbnail. Playlists. This is something that is really important because it helps people, especially if they want to start binge watching. Like here, this particular video I have listed I have a bunch of different playlists, and some of them are public, some are not. But this one I have listed in organizing and also Feng Shui tips for your home and office. So I have it listed in 2 playlists. The audience is something that you set up. I'm not going to go into all of that. Here's the other thing with TubeBuddy. So here's my tags. TubeBuddy will show me you know, sort of the hits. This is where it ranks. This particular tag ranks 12, number 12. So it's a good, you know, it's a good tag. And then you have the tag tools. If you have the TubeBuddy, it will, you can actually sort the hashtags. You can add other hashtags. It will give you suggestions. Like here's one, home organization tag, hacks. You want to use all the hashtags that you possibly can. So that's what happens with that. Let me just.
We're almost to 220, just to
Okay.
give you a.
Let's I'm
There's some
gonna
like
just
one or two
stop
more
that.
points you want to give
Yep.
as we
Nope. I
wrap
just
up.
want to stop that, and I'm gonna open it up to questions because that's
Cool.
really the bulk of the information. So let me just, I'm gonna scroll through to see.
So people who put questions in the
Okay.
chat, you could either raise your hand or raise it
Yeah,
virtually.
I can see the chat, so I'm gonna
Can
start
you
with
see that?
Mary.
Okay, I'll let you
Yep.
drive this. You go ahead.
Yep. Mary Laderbird asked, why does it take about an hour to upload? What are the settings that you use? So uploading should not take that long. My videos upload super quickly. So it might be something in your settings or yeah, and you're talking about when it uploads to YouTube, actually. And actually Descript has also another kind of cool tool for Descript is Descript. When you're done doing all the editing of your video, you can publish it to a web page that no one will see, and you could actually just copy the link from there, I think, and put it in YouTube. I don't. I save the video and I put it, but mine upload really quick, like in a matter of minutes. So it might
Couple
be something.
logistical things. Somebody asked about the copy of her presentation. Yes, you will get that within usually about 48 hours. I will download the Zoom recording, including the Q&A time here now, to my computer, and then upload that recording to YouTube channel. I'll send you the link to that YouTube channel. And Kim, did you maybe haven't put your contact information in the chat yet? Because Trip was asking for that.
Yeah, I did. I've put it in a couple times. Let me see.
If you want to go ahead and do that and take another question.
Yep, I will.
If you can multitask a little bit.
Yep, exactly. I'm just going to copy the same thing that I put in before. So
yeah, we can go to about 2:30. We need only like
okay.
1 or 2 minutes for me to talk about next time. So keep
okay.
going with the
So
questions.
let me go back to questions. Jennifer asked, what does it mean to choose weighted versus unweighted? Weighted has, my understanding is weighted has something to do with how your video is weighted compared to others. We don't care about that. We just care about our channel and how is it going to be for our channel? Is this a good video title for our channel? We don't care about other people's channels when we're looking at that. So that's why you choose unweighted. I'm not sure exactly what Marion was posting in there. A TubeBuddy something. I have I will give you these links here, you guys, right now, because I also have some video equipment that's good that I use as well. One thing we didn't talk about, or I didn't really go into, is how to record the videos. I record on Zoom, actually. And that just is easy for me, but yeah. So I put the link to Descript in there. I put TubeBuddy, also Keywords Everywhere, and some video equipment that I use as well. Oh, here. Oh, Marion was putting in the information about the weighted score. Okay, I see that. Okay. Mary asked, what is the difference between the tags and the hashtags? The tags and the hashtags are sort of overall search, and the three little tags, gosh, I can't remember exactly what the reasoning is for that. So I have studied with Sunny Lenarduzzi. Anybody that is really interested in diving more into YouTube, and in particular creating a business, Sunny Lenarduzzi is amazing for that. And that's something that came from her. So I can't remember exactly what the reason is about that. Okay. Trip asked, is there a way to get in contact with you? Yeah. So I did put my chat stuff up there too. So if you want to book a chat with me, you can definitely do that. it's easiest to book a chat through my scheduling link because of the time difference. I'm in Hawaii and it's just, I can't, brain-wise can't think about, I can't figure out. Okay, let's see. Any other questions? I think I got all the ones that were in the chat. Anybody
I have
can
a question
unmute.
about TikTok
Sure.
versus YouTube. TikTok is just taking things over, it feels like. But do you have thoughts about generational, like age groups or other people in terms of where YouTube, like I know for older people love YouTube. They look stuff up on it all the time. So I
Everyone
just wonder if
loves
you want to
YouTube.
speak to kind of who's on
Yeah.
YouTube.
I think it's universal. There's young
Is it?
people and old people, young and old. There's all ages on
Mhm.
YouTube. I think it's really a universal thing. People look up places to visit. They look up kind of anything that they're interested in. If they want to learn how to do something, even how to change the battery in your key fob for your car. Like everyone, I think, uses YouTube. TikTok, I'm not a TikTok fan. I don't use that. It to me, it just, yeah, I don't know. That you have to focus on things that you like and things that you enjoy. I do feel like TikTok is maybe younger people, although I do have some friends that are very much on there. But YouTube is kind of universal with that. And here's the thing. You can take your video, like what I did recently is I took my video from Descript and I just made a copy of it in Descript and I just cut out a 1 minute segment and I put that as a reel. So you can do that also. You can take a little blip from your video, put it out as a reel on social media and say, watch the full video here. Right? So you're directing people to that. So that's an easy thing. I haven't done, Angie is asking about YouTube shorts. I haven't done a lot of YouTube shorts. I need to do that though. And I am going to start doing that because that's part of the monetization requirement now. I used to be monetized. I'm not anymore for one reason or another. But the YouTube shorts, yeah,
How
that's a
long is a
really great
YouTube
thing.
short?
I think it's like a minute and a half, if I
Anybody else
remember.
don't?
It's
Yeah.
less than 60 seconds and it's got
Okay, it's
Oh,
60
okay.
seconds.
Thanks, Jeff.
Okay,
comment.
yeah, thank you.
Any other questions? Maybe one or two more if we have.
You can unmute.
When you said
too, please.
information packed, you were right.
I'm trying,
cow,
just trying to
Kim.
give you as much as I can. And again, this isn't my job, is not YouTube. That's not what I do. I'm an angel intuitive. I'm a Feng Shui expert. I'm a life coach, but I have learned a lot about YouTube and how to actually use it to work with my business. So I'm happy to share. When Joyce had asked me about that, I'm happy to
Wow.
share my wisdom.
And I met Kim in a very serendipitous way through a group that Lori Dubois is part of. It was totally divine order, to use a phrase from my church.
Yeah.
And then she became my client, and she said almost offhandedly about somebody finding her through YouTube. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm looking for a speaker for January. What are you doing January 9th? And she was available. Look at this. Holy cow. I think it's a big round of applause for Kim. And this
Thank you.
I have a question.
Sure,
Yes.
Jennifer.
I didn't understand about the playlist, what that was about.
Okay, so playlists organize your videos. And when you have a playlist, you can organize, like I have videos on angel connecting or angel reading stuff are all on a playlist. I have a playlist of Feng Shui tips for home and office. So that way, when someone that comes to my channel, they have the option to choose a playlist. If they want to know all about clutter or decluttering, they can choose. I don't think I have that. I'm just using that as an example, but they can choose that and they can binge watch all those clutter videos. They can binge watch all the Feng Shui videos, right?
So you create that on YouTube. It's like,
yes, you create that in your back end of YouTube. Super helpful.
If Jennifer, if you want to do that with me, I'll show you, because if you don't do it that often, it's a little confusing. But I have, for example, going back, I think 3 years, a playlist for this group for Simplify Your Social Media. So that's an example. I have a playlist for my FAQs on LinkedIn. And I have a playlist for my reasons why you might want to hire me kind of videos. So I have them grouped like that, and playlists are invaluable. They really make a lot of sense. Because you can
put them on your website then, right? You can say, oh,
yeah, well, those are, yeah.
You know,
And YouTube plays really well with LinkedIn. I don't know about with Facebook as much because that's a competing Google, Facebook thing. But my videos from YouTube do really well on LinkedIn. They really up the visibility just to underscore your point right at the early. And actually, maybe this is a good point for me to segue. I'm going to turn off the recording. Next month, because I love to talk all the time, but in